It is a real pleasure to be here with you today. I love Duluth. First thing I'm going to do is put on my Duluth cap, buddy, I tell you. See that city of Duluth? I appreciate the city letting me have this. I love this town. I moved to this town in '62. I'm almost accepted. I understand after 50 years you are a Duluthian. So I'm almost there, people. I need 2 more years and I'll be a really Duluthian. But it is one thing I learned the first time I came to Duluth. This was in 1962. Didn't say anything about anybody because they were all related. You know how that is. And you know what? I've learned as I've lived in Duluth and grown in Duluth, we are all related. Duluth's a special place, and once you move here, buddy, it may not be by blood, but it's by association, by contact, just by being a part of this great city. We are all family, and this is the Duluth family, and I'm proud of this town. And I'm going to tell you people something. When Jef called me and told me he was thinking about running, I said, but I said, boy, Jef, this is tough. Then I got to thinking, anybody in this town who has time, who has the ability, has the smarts, has what he has, and after I've heard it today, man, I know he's ready. But I thought how wonderful it is, because I'm going to tell you people something. If you want to get anything done in anywhere, you better have them from your town. You better have them from here. This is Duluth's opportunity, people, to have our congressman. Now, I'm going to tell you, I love John Linda. He lives in Duluth, but hey, outside. We want somebody. Jef lives here. He's one of ours. Hey, we can get him at the Rexall. We can catch him anywhere we want to. We can see that he does it. But we need our person right here. We need to have our congressman from here. It's our opportunity to get it done. And I wrote down several things that I think are so important that we've got to do to get this done. Now, I'm going to tell you, first of all, Jef is not running to be a politician. We don't want a politician. Washington is full of politicians. I'm fed up with them. Did you hear Jef when he spoke? I was so thrilled as I sat there, almost in tears as I heard him speak. Jef did not give me a political speech. Jef spoke from the heart. Could you just feel the love, the care, the good old common man, the man? Jef is what we call a real true statesman. He is a statesman, and that's what we want. We got to have a statesman in there. More than that, Jef's one of us. He's our family, and he is our kinfolk. And that's what we need, our kinfolk in there. We need that. That's the first thing. The second thing we need that we've lost in Washington, America is great because happiness is the ability to dream a dream. Everybody, think about you. Everybody in here last night, sometime you've been dreaming. You've been thinking, I'd love to do this. I'd love to go on this trip. Dreaming makes us happy. We're happy when we're dreaming dreams. But you know what success is? Success is the ability to catch those dreams. And I know Kathy, I know Jef, they're dreamers. Matter of fact, I've seen some of your beautiful art. I have one of her beautiful pieces in my office. They're dreamers. They know how to dream. But you know what's so interesting? That young man knows how to catch those dreams. He knows how to make them come true. Anybody who can get me Roy Rogers' autograph, they are catchers, buddy. I tell you what. And that autograph is right there on my wall. I love it. That's my hero. Roy was my hero. I grew up in the 40s and 50s when values, when things meant something. Roy Rogers, those kind of people, you never heard them do anything wrong. They always took care of the good. They always took care of people. That's Jef. He cares about people. He cares about what's going on. He cares and he gets involved. He's a dreamer. So first of all, we got to have a dreamer. I'm proud of you, buddy, but we've got to have somebody who knows how to catch it. And Jef knows how to catch it because you know what Jef has? He has the 3 things that help him catch it. Number one, you've got, and I'm tired of these politicians. They talk about attitude. Jef has the right kind of attitude. It's positive, upbeat, I can do, I will do. Don't give it away. Help us and right. He has a positive attitude. He has that I will. You heard him. I will do it, I can do it, and I'm going to do it. The second thing Jef has that most politicians have lost, he has the belief. Jef knows what he believes in. I heard it, buddy. It just did my heart good as I heard him talk about his beliefs in the good Lord, his belief in his community, his belief in America, his belief in doing the right thing. You've got to have that. When a man comes out like that, you cannot fake it, baby. That's not fake. That's real. And you can tell when a politician, that's what they are a lot of times, get up there, they're faking it. But Jef was speaking as a true statesman. He believes. And the third thing he's got that you've got to have to get elected is the commitment. Jef has committed his time. His family's committed their time, their energy, their resources. I called you, what was it, 12:30 last night? You know what he was working on? Working on a form for the, League of Women Voters. At that time, I said, go to bed. He said, I don't have time. But you know what? He does. He's cared. He's committed to get the job done. But the last thing that politicians have lost, people, they've lost it. And that's the ability to communicate. I love it. I love technology, but I'm so fed up with emails, this mail, that mail. because I want somebody to call me, to touch base with me, to shake my hand, to be there. Jef knows how to communicate. He will be there. He knows how to talk Duluthian. That's what it's all about. Not educational jargonese, but Duluthanese. And that's what we need in Washington, a Duluthanese communicator. And that's what he's going to give us. But let me tell you, Jef can't do it alone. People, I am convinced after today, I mean, not just because of here this morning, I went to a rally up there in Lawrenceville, Jef. You know, he's up there this morning and seeing all these politicians. What it interested, you could tell the statesman from the politician. Saw one statesman and a lot of politicians. No, but what we saw, I saw we can win this, people. I feel today we can win it more than ever before. But I'm going to tell you, it can be done, but Jef can't do it alone. We've got to have you. I wish there was 1,000 people here, but let me tell you, the faith of the mustard seed. You remember, Pastor? That little old bitty core seed grew into that giant. This little core right here can grow into the giant network that's going to get Jef elected. Every one of you in here can represent 1,000 more people. That's 100,000 people. People, we only need about 10,000 votes. We win this thing. Let me tell you, you can get out there and do it. But here's what Jef needs from you. He needs to be sure you're registered. If you're not registered, you know, it really tickles me. People say, well, I vote for you. I don't know how you voted, but I know if you voted. You find out they're not even registered. How can you vote if you're not registered? Get registered. Be sure you're registered. We got a table back there. Hold up your hand back there. There's my registration table. Let's be sure we're registered. Let's vote. The second thing you've got to do, you've got to vote, people. You've got to vote. Early voting is ready. I'm going to go next week myself, and I'm going to vote where I can get out there and work. And I'm like you, Kathy. I can tell people that I voted for Jef. I'm ready. And we're ready. We know what we want to do. Get out there. Get yourself voted. Round people up. Be sure your neighbors vote on each side of you. Be sure your mothers, your daddies, your sisters, your brothers, they all vote. You got to do that. The next thing we need, and I hate to say this one, Lord have mercy, but we got to have it. Jef needs money. People, this is not a cheap race. It's not cheap to do it. It costs thousands of dollars. Now, Jef, I can tell you right now, is not going to spend like some of these guys. Some are going to spend hundreds of thousands, maybe $1 million. That's obscene. We don't need to do that. We need people helping. But as you leave today, you need to reach in your pocket. You need to go over there and you need to give Jef some money. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to get mine. Look at here. I was going to put it on, but Kathy, I can't do it all at one time. But I'm going to put it on before I leave. I want everybody in here to go over there and purchase a Jef Fincher t-shirt. Now, let me tell you, they say they're $15, right? That is ridiculous. This is not Walmart, people. I want you to pay the Neiman Marcus price. Give them $100. That'll buy more t-shirts. Hey, let's hear it again. Come on, say amen, baby. I feel like I'm preaching. Amen. You got to give him money. This is the time to dig deep and give him money. The next thing Jef needs, he needs you to have teas, coffees, you know, chat sessions. I took him to the rec hall the other day. You ought to have seen him working that room, baby. He was working that room at the rec hall. But you got to get him out to meet the people. Once they meet him, they love him. Look at him. He looks like no, you look like a statesman. Look at him. He looks good. They shows good. You gave him a good bath and got him cleaned up, Kathy. He looks good. I'm glad. But you got to have these meet and greets for him. Let people know who he is. Once they meet him, they'll vote for him. And I'm like, Kathy, let me tell you something. This is my district. I love this district, and I'm going to tell you, we're powerful. We can put him in office with the Duluth votes. If Duluth will stay solid, surround him by Swanee, take that, with all these candidates in, we can just catapult that thing in. I heard you mention David and Goliath. I'm going to tell you, you know why David was so great? David had practiced with that slingshot before he threw that thing, that rock at old Goliath. He had practiced. Well, Jef has practiced. He's practiced and practiced and practiced for years now. He's ready. He's ready to get this thing done. So let's get him out there, give him the money, give him the support, and we'll get Jef done. Now, the last thing I want to say, he needs your support. He needs your money. He needs your vote. He needs a place to put signs. We need signs everywhere. And everybody who leaves here today ought to say, Jef, I'm going to take a sign. I'm leaving you $50 to buy some more signs. How about that, Jef? Sounds good, doesn't it? All right, we need communications. One thing that Jef said to me that I'm proud of. Jef said, Brooks, I will not be negative. I will not slander anybody. I'm going to just push my platform. Isn't that refreshing in a statesman that's going to do that? He's running his platform. I'm proud of him. Let these other guys sling mud, do what they want to, and get in the trenches. We're staying on top of the mountains. We're going on top of the mountains. We're going to win because we have a dreamer who knows how to catch that dream. Let's hear it for Jef one more time. All right. Let's give him a hand. He did a great job. Come on. Hey, our next congressman. Come on, let's hear it for him.